have about an hour until I have to go to work today. I figured I would do a day in the life so that you could see what a writing routine looks like for me with work coupled in. Because I work 5, sometimes 6 days a week. Today is my 6th day. It is a shorter shift, it's only 4 hours, but it is smack in the middle of my day. It is from 12 to 4:15. So it kind of makes things a little difficult. If I'm gonna do a short shift, I'd rather do it at the very end of the day or the very beginning of the day. But you know what? It is what it is. So right now I have about an hour until I have to get up and get ready to go to work. So I decided to make some breakfast. I got up late today because I stayed up until 2 a.m. writing last night, but it was so worth it. I got so much done. Plus I knew I wasn't working until 12, so I don't have to leave my house until 11. Yes, I have to leave my house an hour before my shift starts, which kind of stinks. Right now it is 9:45, so I'm going to scarf down my favorite breakfast. In case you're wondering, it is an English muffin with peanut butter and bananas on top. I always cut up a little bit of the banana for Ellie to enjoy while I'm enjoying, because if not, she will be right here while I'm eating. So let me eat before she's done so that I can eat in peace. That lasted 30 seconds. This is why I get nothing done, because she's so cute. While I'm eating, I'm just gonna go through and look through the stuff that I did last night. Make sure everything is organized properly. That's what I did a lot of last night, was like organizing my Scrivener, because I realized it was kind of a mess. Stuff still is like a little confusing to me. It's fine. So I'm just gonna go through and see what I did last night. Also, because I just remembered, I caved and bought a secondary keyboard. I get it. I totally get it. You want your eyes up here, so raise it up. But you want your hands down here. So I got this one from Target. It is perfect. If you can't tell, my favorite color is blue, specifically navy blue. We are decorated for fall. I did that yesterday because here at Disney in Orlando, everything is already fall. Everything at Disney is decorated. We have all of our fall activities have started already. So you know what? It's fall at Disney. It can be fall here too. I just marked a chapter as completed first draft. I just figured out how to do this last night while watching a TikTok video about Scrivener, because it's complicated because I used like the iOS version on my iPad, but then when I open my laptop, like it's a very different interface. Like it's the same, but it has way more capabilities than the iPad. And so going through chapters, all my chapters are just named chapter because like they aren't solidified in their spot yet. And I found when I would put like chapter 1, Grace, chapter 2, Lex, like I would move things because I'm like, well, actually I want to put this here. I should put a scene here. And I kept having to like renumber stuff. And so I saw that like Scrivener will number your chapters for you when you compile everything. So just to name them chapter and it will like do the work for you. I was like, great, that's cool. But in Scrivener for iOS, you cannot see what's in a folder when it's on the binder. So it's really confusing. I have to count where I'm at because the chapters just say chapter. First draft, chapter, to do, chapter. So like it is pretty confusing. on the iPad, and I'm probably gonna end up switching to just using my laptop most of the time, only using my iPad when I'm out and about, which is what I should be doing anyways. But yeah, I'm at the point where I can't keep up with the iPad anymore. Also, I finally decided to color code the chapters in my Scrivener to match the note cards that I have. So you can give it a label, which just makes like the entire color of that chapter a certain color. And so I finally went through and like changed all the colors so that I know who is who and what is what, because before I had like chapter dash now, chapter dash before, and I knew that that meant like this chapter was Grace's if it was now, and this chapter was Lex's if it was now. But now I just have like chapter, and the green ones are Lex in the before, and the blue ones are Grace in the now. So it has helped me with like the flow of things on the iPad, but it still is kind of difficult to figure out where I am, because there's no drop down telling me what's in this folder that just says chapter. It just says chapter, and I have to click into it to see what it is. And then I have to click, if it's wrong, I have to click out of it and remember which one I just clicked, so I don't click it again and open the same. I fear that my writing on my iPad is going to come to an end very soon, except for when I'm out and about, just using it for pure writing and not for like logistical stuff, because it is pretty difficult. I think I'm gonna get up and get dressed and start getting ready, because I do have to leave in about 30 minutes at this point. I'll take you guys as far as I can. Obviously I work at Disney World, and you can't come with me to work. You can get there, but then no recording backstage, no recording anything once I'm there. So I will see you before and I will see you after. It is 10:58. I have 2 minutes until I hit my 11 o'clock leave window, which I always give myself a buffer. Like, technically I should be leaving at 11:15, but I don't like to chance it. But with what I'm doing and what time of day it is, I have leftovers from what I ate last night, but I'm not really sure I'm gonna have time. It's just goulash. I'm not sure I'm gonna have time to eat it, because it's such a short shift that there's like not a ton of room for, you know what, I'm just gonna bring it. It's fine. I'm gonna bring it. I'm just gonna scarf it down, maybe only like a little bit of it, but I don't have time. This shift is so short that it's hard, but there's not really much like time for anything but like what you're actually doing. And so like we have prep time in the beginning, and there's like stuff at the end, but like in the middle, in the bulk of the day, like when I should be wanting to eat, because it'll be like 12 to 1 o'clock, I won't have time. Thankfully, I had a late breakfast and my coffee already, so I'm gonna be chugging some water, because what I'm doing today is outside, and I have not done this in 10 months. So it's gonna be a time. Grab my stuff and get the heck out of here, because I don't want to risk being late. It's like my biggest fear at work is being late, because like when we're late at work, we get points, and then the points add up, and then you can get what's called reprimand, which if you don't know what that is, ask Ariel, she'll tell you. Bye, sweet girl. What are you doing on my table? Get off of my table. You silly goose. You gonna type my manuscript for me? You gonna type it up for me? I'm gonna close that. Bye, sweet girl. I love you. Be so good. Gotta go. I came back because I forgot to fill up my water, and water is so important in this hot Florida sun. For what I'm doing, I probably should have like pre-hydrated yesterday, and I sure did not. So all I can tell you is that I'm in entertainment. She's always just chilling. I love you. This is why I'm actually late all the time, because that one, she's just so cute. I don't want to leave her ever. Ooh, this looks very promising. This storm is blowing. I love it. This is crazy. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Hurricane Erin is like just to the east of us. So that might be what this is. I left my house at 11:05, which is perfect. That's about what I was expecting. It is 29 minutes to Magic Kingdom, so it puts me there at 11:35. and perfect time for me to get on the Magic Kingdom bus. I usually spend my 30-minute drive listening to an audiobook. Right now I am listening to The Rival by Emma Lord. It is off Libby, and that's how I listen to like 90% of my audiobooks is on Libby. Occasionally I will listen on Spotify, but I usually save the Spotify because Spotify limits how many hours you can listen, and they don't actually count if you times 2 or times 1.5. Like, it doesn't matter if it's a 10-hour audiobook and it takes you 6 hours to listen to it, they're gonna take the full 10 hours, which is crazy. So yeah, I usually listen on Libby, and then I save Spotify for the ones that have like super long wait lists on Libby, and I just don't want to wait. Okay, I just parked, and this is precisely the reason I keep my vesties in my car, because you never know when it's going to start downpouring, and I do not want wet socks, especially for what I might have to do. So, I'm going to switch my shoes. I also have a raincoat in the car, thankfully. I love my Kiziks. They are the best, but they are not waterproof. So, what I need is for Kiziks and Bessie to like have a baby, so I can have slip-on waterproof shoes. Raincoat, check. Waterproof shoes, check. Water. I should drink more. This is where I leave you. See ya. It is 4 o'clock. I am done. I'm gonna change my shoes back before I forget, because I will forget and then I'll leave the wrong shoes in the car. And the next time it rains, I won't have my vesties. It did rain most of the afternoon, so what I normally do was like cut short, and so it was a really chill afternoon. I kind of had time after, and so I ate, gonna get some gas, and then I'll get home, maybe make a little drink, have a snack, and get to writing. Pop myself a little snack. Yes, I always put my popcorn in popcorn buckets because there's no other way. I already own these, might as well use them. I made my favorite drink, which is sweet tea, watered down slightly with coconut. Alright, so the goal for today is to not open the iPad and open the laptop. So I actually need to grab it, it's down here. But yeah, I wanna open the project in Scrivener for Mac and see the difference and set things up how I want them, and then kind of see what it looks like when it's transferred from Mac to iPad with all the new changes. She's so sad. It is 5:03. I'm gonna grab my laptop, start looking at the Scrivener as a whole, and then hopefully get a chapter written. My goal is to do 1 chapter tonight, so we will see. I can usually get like half a chapter done, but with all this time extra, I've already eaten, I'm already here, already good to go. We're aiming for 1 chapter, so let's go. Video and realized that apparently the update that I gave didn't record, or I lost it. I don't know. So I'm just going to give an update now. It is like a week later, but that's okay. Scrivener has like a tracker, so it can like tell me how many words I wrote that day. So I'm just gonna go back to that day and see where we were at. Project, writing history. Oh, okay, interesting. It was a big day. It was a big day. It was like half of my August total, which is crazy. My August total, it ebbs and flows. I have like negative numbers. I have like -6, -24, which just means I don't know. I deleted a lot and then wrote maybe, I'm not sure. But for that day, I wrote 1,476 words in my draft, and I wrote 339 words elsewhere, which means like in my brain dump or in my outline, in a checklist, in a character. I don't know. I don't remember exactly where I wrote at. It was a grand total of 1,815 words. Woo! It was a pretty good day. Since then, I have not written a ton. August 24th, the next day, I wrote 225 in my draft and 55 in something else, which was 280. And then August 29th, I wrote 647 words in the draft, and that was it. So, you know, small wins. The total for August was 3,078 words in my draft and 415 words elsewhere, for a total of 3,493 words for the month of August. I don't hate it. I have been like in a huge slump with writing, so get me out of it. I'm really hoping I get myself out of it. I don't know what I need. Like today, it's nice and stormy outside. Once again, it's raining, it's overcast. It is so nice. It's decorated for fall in here. I usually have my fall TV setup going. Like, I have all the things. I'm just not writing. I recently got a new desk. It also is like overlooking a window. It's really tiny. My room is tiny. It's tiny. So my desk is also tiny. So I don't know, maybe like moving locations will help. I don't know. I've tried so much. But yeah, hopefully we keep chugging along in the draft. It puts my manuscript at 9,357 words out of, we're shooting for like 80,000, okay? Shoot high. Aim for the sky. So yeah, that's like over a 1/10 of the way there. We are more than 10% done. Woo. Crazy. Yeah, that's it. If you like this video, stay tuned for more. Hit the subscribe button. I also have started making videos of me going to like bookstores out in Orlando, because not only do I write, but I read. I read a lot. I read what I write. I read mystery, I read thriller. I also love a good contemporary romance. I will read just regular fiction. I read a lot. I'm on book 70 for the year. Yeah, 70. So yeah, I read a lot. I go to lots of bookstores. We have so many bookstores in the Orlando Bay area, like tons of bookstores I've never even been to. So I like making the vlogs of me going. It's so fun. It's so wholesome, and I enjoy making them and I enjoy watching them. So follow along for reading, bookstores, writing, all the above. As always, see ya!